We are live. We are recording. What's going on, everyone? Well, yeah, I guess we're not gonna do it.
Oh, it's been so long.
I'm like, it's been a week.
It's been so long. Feels like it's been like 6 weeks.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. This is the Tangents Podcast. If you don't know, Google it. We start with a few topics and see where things go. And today we got...
They go a lot of places.
They go a lot of places. Today we got a few things going on. Starting with... Let me fix this a little bit. Starting with... I just want to kind of knock out a quick little comparison. I just finished The Boys. Incredible series. Really well done.
As in, like, the show.
The show, yeah. Really, really well done series. Like... I have zero qualms with it, honestly. Like, everything that was done, like, I had weird fucking feelings about certain characters, like, arcs and, like, trying to be better people when they were, like, horrible fucking people out the gate.
Right.
So, I was like, let me read, like, the first few issues, because I didn't want to read ahead, because I didn't want to, like, really...
Sure, yeah.
I didn't want to, like, start guessing, like, what was going to be next. So, I was just like, let me, like, read a few issues just to see, like, the comparison.
Sure.
Oh boy! So the pivotal thing, right? The first moment, like the whole driving force of the show is when he loses his girlfriend at the beginning.
Right.
That was done so much more incredibly better on the show than in the comic.
Oh, okay.
In the comic, they're like, oh, I love you, and like he like waves her around, you know, like that fucking romantic comedy thing where he right?
Sure, yeah.
And then it just like goes wide. And you just see her get splattered because the dude got thrown up against the wall.
Right.
And you're like, oh, okay. Whereas on the show, it was so up close and and it was just like his face.
Yeah, no, it was rough.
It was so much more intense on the show because, like, yeah, it was like imagine if that was like if they just panned out wide.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that would have been fucked up, but like you saw his face, the splatter, like that was so much more intense. Right. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, usually like the shows tend to like cut things and make it less intense and shit like that. So I was just like, I was really happy to see that.
Well, I think they, from what I can see, I mean, once again, I've never read that comic or even seen a snippet of it, but from what I can tell, just basing it off watching the show, it looks like Amazon really just wanted to be as extreme as they could,
right?
Without catching like stupid amount of flack for being too extreme,
right, yeah.
So. And
speaking of too extreme, so there's that opening thing with the Deep where he's like, hey, you sucked dick because you might, I don't know, do you want to stay on the team?
Right.
In the comic, it's every male member of the fucking team. It's Homelander that starts. So that moment where she turns around and it's Homelander.
Right.
But I think I like it on the show because they kind of made him more like mysterious, right? They're like, oh no, Homelander, like he's the fucking guy, right? Like he's the fucking best.
Right.
Like you felt like maybe he was the one. I
do like the fact that it wasn't Homelander because I feel like Homelander is a shitty asshole, but in a above like being a dick where he's like, hey, if you want to get in, you're going to suck my dick type of deal.
Yeah,
like, he's in like, I'm going to blow this plane down with your kid in it.
It was very much a matter of, like, she turns around, boom, and she's like, oh my God, are you serious? Like,
right.
You're fucking Homelander. What is going on?
Right.
And then, like, the Deep or somebody else walks in, and she's like, his fucking mind, he's possessed. Like, somebody's got control of his mind, like that one time. And she starts, like, reciting a, old adventure of the Seven. And they're like, yeah, no, totally, that's what's happening. And they start pulling their pants off. And they're like, really? Like, wow. How bad you want to be on the team? And I was like, wow, that's way more graphic. Like, and again, they didn't show anything. And I'm glad that it wasn't, because with, I think it was Garth Ennis that wrote the book. With stuff like that, they tend to get graphic. It was very much like a mature title. And they didn't. It was just like, it was kind of the same way they did it on the show. It was like, that happened. It was like, do you want to be on the team? It cuts, she's in the bathroom. Like, they didn't show anything else. It wasn't super ridiculous.
That's fine.
Although, the book opens, straight up opens, I'm pretty sure, with, the main guy, Butcher. So he walks into the CIA office just like he did.
Right.
But instead of like having an argument, he walks in, she's like, hold my calls. They close the door, and then he like fucks the shit out of her while she's like just like violating him verbally. She's like, you piece of shit, you disgust me, and he's just like pounding her from the back. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is way different.
That's different. That's
way fucking different.
That wasn't the same.
I was like, damn. Like, I flipped because I flipped the page and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, who is that? And then I read it and I was like, oh my god.
I am excited. I am excited to see what happens next season, though.
Yeah. It's a super well done show.
Yeah. I think they did a great job. I mean,
they did the redesign on the Deep so well. In the comic, he's just like 1920s Jacques Cousteau, big old diving suit.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, I think he looks great.
Yeah, it looks way better on the show. A-Train basically looks the same, just kind of like modernizes his outfit.
Right, sure. Yeah, no, I thought for a comic book TV show, and we've had some disappointments.
Sure.
They did a good job, especially. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm not saying like Amazon does good jobs with shows. The problem is we haven't seen them take on this kind of show. So to see, I mean, I guess they did The Tick, but like I haven't really watched it.
Even back in the day, The
Tick's
always been more of a
comedy. So to watch something like, I mean, I won't lie to you. When I saw the commercials for it, it kind of looked like a comedy because it looked like this random dude like. It almost looked funny in the sense how they were portraying the TV show in a commercial when like, oh, he lost his girlfriend. Like it looked almost comical. But then you watch the show and you're like, definitely not a comedy.
And they play it a little more for laughs in the comic as well because Butcher has a dog.
I mean, there are comical moments.
Yeah. No. I mean, like Butcher has a dog. So like the guy's crying because he lost his girlfriend. Also, it happens in England. Like the guy's British, I think that they probably did that to like make the American audience like relate more.
Right.
But it was fucking hilarious because the guy, he's on a park bench and he's like, he's fucking crying, and he's just like, I think he's contemplating suicide, and he's like, wants to see something funny as shit, and there's like a little like a Bichon Frise or something like that, like a little dog. And his dog's this like big British bulldog, and looks like they drew him with like a stupid face, and he's like, what do you call him? I forget his fucking name. Anyway, he calls him his name. He's like, fuck it, and he just runs over and he fucks this dog. And he's like, and then like when they're hanging out later, he's like, he's not gonna fuck me, is he? Like, not unless I tell him to.
Well, that's one of those things like. I don't know. I think that would have been funny.
Yeah, but that's like
that's one of those things like how far can they go without getting flack for it?
I mean, even if it's CG, like, is this still fucking animal cruelty?
I know,
like,
right? Yeah. So
CG animal rights.
But it's the guy that loses his girlfriend. That's Dennis Quaid's kid. So
no shit.
Yeah.
No. Well, so the funny thing is they cast his dad as. What's his fucking face? Fucking Scotty from Star Trek. I keep forgetting his fucking name. I always forget his damn name. He's always in those movies, the British funny movies. Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
I fucking can't think of his name. But the Huey in the comic looks like him. So that's why it's funny.
I got you.
They kind of like played it up a little bit.
I see.
But yeah, so just wanted to kind of knock that out of the way just because I had read a few issues and I was like, all right, definitely like similar in so many ways, but like way
they're not going to put everything in and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so, and I can understand that. I mean, comics, you can go a little more graphic because like there's a little bit more slack, I guess. Like, obviously not people lose their shit over certain things, but you have more slack when it comes down to like how violent you can be and how graphic you can be.
Yeah.
But like obviously, if you change somebody's, if you change a gender or something, people lose their shit.
But it also depends. It also depends because there was a series. So DC puts out these comics now. They're called the DC 100-page Giants. I think they're called. They only go to Walmarts and they're just like a bunch of different stories in one book. Like, let's say it's a Superman one, you get like 5-6 different stories.
Right.
Like it's like 5-6 comics.
Right.
But I think they put out like an original story with each one, or maybe with every few or whatever. And a few months ago, maybe like a year ago at this point.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me this.
The Lois Lane thing, where he like he's constantly worried apparently, and like they do this thing where he like imagines her being killed in the worst ways.
Yeah. And like, people lost their shit.
Yeah, because it was like gratuitous and whatever. And I was like, yeah, but if you're the strongest man in the world, and like, wouldn't you always be worried for those that are not like you, that are people you care about?
But why did they have to show it on the page? Well, because so you can see what he's actually.
Because there's a visceral reaction to visuals,
because he's thinking about something, and you need to see exactly what he's thinking about.
But people lose their shit. But it's interesting because I think you watched it with me. The In Bob We Trust, the big picture from Escapist. He was talking about the new girl turtle on the Turtles.
Oh yeah. And
apparently it's not like as big a thing.
Yeah,
people aren't freaking out.
People ain't freaking out.
So yeah, I think it really, really just depends. I was actually a really huge fan of Jane as Thor. It was a really well done.
Like I said,
it wasn't like ridiculously better or anything. It was a good Thor story arc.
I mean, like I said, to me, the only thing I don't understand is somebody taking on a name. Like, it's not like you're not taking on a persona. You're taking on legitimately his name.
And like they had
like I get it. Like, oh, I'll be called Odin's son, but like
they had it written, and he flat out like he said like, he fights Odin about it, and Odin's like, she fucking stole your hammer, stole your name. He's like, I gave her the name, because he gets to a point where like he genuinely like feels like he's unworthy anymore, because he had that he had a Fury whisper in his ear like, you're fucking not worthy. Like I think there was this God Killer dude that showed up, and he constantly was saying that he was not worthy,
right.
blah blah blah. And then he Fury apparently literally just walked over and he was like, he was right, and that was it. That's what fucking did it. And I was like, that's kind of fucking weak sauce. The whole arc, the original sin, the only interesting thing that came out of it, besides like creating a female Thor, the only interesting thing that came out of it is that now like original Fury is now known as the Unseen, and he's like the replacement for the Watcher. Like that was
the original, like the White Fury, the original like.
It turned out
essentially what Hasselhoff played.
It turned out all of the Furies we've been like seeing for years, maybe decades, are all robots, because when he walked out, he's on like life support and dying, and I'm like, well, that makes way more sense. Like, like he's been 37 for the last 100 years.
Yeah, but that's just how. I mean, like you said, you were that one guy or whatever. Those writers think it's only been 3 years, but like people have
10 years since the inception of the X-Men to the current time. And I'm sorry, if I was Cyclops and my wife died and my other wife died and I fucking died, I would just call it a life.
Yeah, but you said like people literally were born and grew to be adults, so like it can't.
It's been 10 years, but there's been children. Like the New Mutants were like 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, and now they're adults. They're all in their mid-20s. Somehow, Danny Moonstar, who used to be like the little girl, and like and Sam Guthrie, Cannonball, he was the fucking young kid, like didn't know what the fuck he was doing, couldn't. Now he is married, has a child, lives in outer fucking space.
Right.
All happened in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, you've been on the New Mutants, X-Force, X-Men, and Avengers
because comics
in 10
are weird.
years.
Because
comics are weird. Yeah, I do. That's one of my favorite things on the big picture. Yeah. Comics are weird.
Did you get that? Really?
Yeah, that was great. That was like, did you understand any of that? Really? Okay. Yeah. So now we get into some interesting stuff. Now we get into our kind of main topics, and since we're talking about a violent series, let's talk about violence in the media.
Violence in the media.
We have had several very, very tragic events recently.
Yeah, super tragic. Yeah,
a lot of bad shit. I mean, if you don't know, like, Google that shit. I don't know enough about it to like report on it and talk about it.
I mean,
people died.
Oh yeah, people died, and
people died.
They were mass shootings. So
they were mass shootings,
and the other day, like
3 in the course of I think a week and a half.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just absurd shit.
Too fucking much.
No, absolutely.
And what that has, of course, again, for the umpteenth fucking time, been blamed on by many people in
even
government.
Our president.
Even our president is
the United States
violent video games and movies.
And movies. It's not just the video games
Yeah,
anymore. It's
violent.
movies too.
So,
and ironically enough, right after that was that movie that I showed you that I was like, oh, it reminds me of a movie in the 90s where they get this poor guy literally off the streets. They give him clothing, they give him money, they give him food, and they said there's more for that if you come play this game that we're going to be doing. And the game turns out that the humans are to be hunted, and he's one of those humans. So
because they canceled that movie.
Yeah. So that movie was about to come out right after these shootings, and the president literally told them no. Yeah.
The president said to take the movie out.
Legit.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I knew that they had taken it out because they do that shit sometimes.
I mean, I understand they do that shit sometimes, but no, this was like it went deep. It went like they were literally forced, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, Hobbs, and I get it. Different violence is like that's more realistic, right? More of the crazy, so it can stir up more crazy people shit.
I guess.
But here's the thing: Hobbs and Shaw is violent. Avengers is violent. At the end of the day, like
all action movies are violent.
Movies are violent.
I'll tell you what.
I get it. Hunting human beings, a little more fucking crazy and real, right? Sure. But at the end of the day, it's still violent. So why aren't you why aren't you telling Hobbs and Shaw to get the fuck out of the theaters?
Bro, at the end of
which, don't get me wrong, I watched Hobbs and Shaw.
At the end of the third Transformers movie, when Optimus goes off and he kills his mentor, he kills Megatron.
Yeah.
I was so in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, my fucking adrenaline was up. When he fucking chopped off Megatron's head, I was like, yeah!
Right.
Like, and that's fucking literally cartoons.
Yeah.
Literally drawn shit fighting.
Yeah.
And I've never walked out of an action movie and be like, man, I really want to punch a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
really want to just start shooting and beating the shit out of somebody.
Weirdly, the only thing I've ever walked out of a movie and felt motivated to do is I walk out of movies where there's really cool car shit,
right?
Like Fast and Furious, Baby Driver,
right?
And I'm just like, fuck, I want to do some shit on the road, I just want to drive cool, but I'm not that guy.
But so then you realize there's still people and laws.
There's still other people and laws, and I don't want to get arrested.
Yeah.
They ran from the cops. I have a Prius.
Oh yeah. No, and that's one of those things. So it's like, to me, it's and of course, video games. People blame video games all the time with Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is the go-to, but then you have all these other ones like Call of Duty stuff, and all those get blamed on. And to me, it's one of those things where yes. Can this stuff trigger in a unstable human being's mind to do some crazy shit? Yeah, of course it can.
Lots of things could. Books could.
But that doesn't mean that we just now all of a sudden stop giving stories and media because there are people out there that are not stable. There's always been people that are not stable. We had people like Ed Gein that fucking killed hundreds of fucking people.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking, they're there. They're always there. They're always going to do some crazy shit, and you can blame it on anything you want. But that's not the fucking, that's not... In
the 50s, it was comics.
Yeah,
in the 50s,
yeah,
they formed a commission. They were like, I don't know, comics are causing, what do they call it? High rates of... basically, they were saying, comics were turning kids into,
oh, of course.
Violent and aggressive. And I'm like... No, that's not what's doing it.
No, that's not. You don't. Those people. Here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, there's a few things that need to be done. People go back to gun control. It does need to be controlled better. Not in the sense of take people's guns away. No, not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just make it harder for people that are maybe a little crazy to get access to guns. Also, as well, people need to maybe look into helping, if not just, I don't know, this is a little harder situation, but if somebody can see that somebody near them or around them or somebody that's part of their life is a little unstable, maybe you should figure out a way to get them help. Because like
people are afraid of confrontation. I was talking to Erica about this last night. It's an unrelated slightly thing, but it's she was in a situation. She was in a bar. It had started off as a work function,
right?
And they went to a bar afterwards, and one of the managers was paying for a few drinks with the company card. So to me, if you're paying with company card, we're still on company time.
Right.
That's me, and I feel like that it should be everyone, because the company's paying for your drinks. Don't get sloshed on company time.
Right.
Apparently, one dude got a little aggressive with like he was like really coming on hard to a couple ladies, and everybody was like asking her like, "Oh, do you want to go home?" Blah blah. And she's like, "Why should she go home?" Like, because he's being aggressive. I'm like, right, but you need to be ready to fight him. If you're gonna approach him, if you're gonna address him about the situation, you need to be ready to fight him. And people don't want that. She was like, well, but why? Why can't I do this, and this? And I was like, yeah, but you don't know how this person's going to react. So, yeah, if you know someone's, like, if you feel like someone's having issues and needs to talk to someone, it's going to be hard because you need to be willing to, like, hear the worst shit. Especially someone who's going through mental illness. Like, my mother went through some really hard fucking times before she died. And the shit she said to me, her fucking son.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to fucking hear that shit. Sure. But it's like, you have to address it. Right. Otherwise, it just gets worse.
Well, and that's the problem. It's just, there's many things out there that are a problem. Having stories being told visually is not the problem.
No.
Yeah, sure. Can it trigger shit? Of course it can. But, like, in most human beings that are stable, it doesn't. Only the unstable, it does.
Right.
It's not like I go and I watched Hobbs and Shaw and I was like, fuck, I want to go kick some ass.
Yeah, and like, in the there is the immediate reaction from a lot of. I mean, I hate saying it because then it like paints me like I'm on a side, but a lot of liberals, they automatically just like get rid of the guns. The guns are the problem.
Right. Yeah, and that's
the guns are a problem. A factor of the problem because you can kill a lot of people,
right,
and you hurt a lot of people fast.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. There's no air on that.
Right.
So you need to make it difficult to get guns. You need to make it difficult. You need to make it punishable if you have your gun stolen and you don't report it. You need to have it punishable if, let's say, if you have a gun stolen, you don't, and even if you do report it, but then like you have another gun stolen. Now that's a pattern, and maybe you don't get another gun.
Right. And
like that's the kind of shit. Like we need to get into some real fucking management because
people go back to like, well, they can still get a gun. You know, they can go to illegal. But they know it's illegal. Now they're looking over their shoulder. Now people like are because it is illegal. So now it's not as easy. Doing it illegally doesn't mean it's easy. That just means it's harder in the brain for that person who's trying to do it illegally.
100%.
Because they're almost certainly like, fuck. Like they're trying to be careful, but they're sneaky. Like, and people will notice that. That's not as easy as it is to not have a background check and be like, I want a gun.
Right.
There's
you know, as far as I'm aware, there's background checks in most places, but you also have things like the gun show loophole where you can go to a gun show and you're selling and I'm buying and I walk up to you and you don't have to run a background check.
Right.
You personally are selling to me personally, which is something you can do. And that is something, maybe we need to prevent that kind of shit. Maybe if you're buying at a gun show, you have to buy from a vendor who has to run your background check.
100%.
Who will put that gun aside, put that in a box, and in 5 days when the background check comes back, that's when you can get your shit. Like, they'll ship it to you for free or whatever. There just needs to be, need to be stopgaps. Right now, besides like, there's jail time if they figure out you're a straw buyer.
Right, of course.
And, like, you went and bought it and gave it to someone. Yeah. But for me, I'm very much out here thinking, if I find your gun at a crime scene, and I'm a police officer, and I pull it up, and it says, Billy bought this 6 months ago, and Billy has never reported it stolen, we're going to go talk to Billy. Yeah. At that point, I'm less concerned with who did it, because you're the reason this happened.
Right. You gave the gun.
That's
you
it.
sold it, gave it, whatever you
Billy's
did.
in trouble at that
point. Billy, like you did your thing. I mean, here's the thing. Once again, and I think the problem is when people hear this kind of conversation, is they immediately go like, "You can't take my guns away." Like nobody's saying take your guns away.
Nobody's coming for your
Nobody's
guns.
coming for your guns.
And let me rephrase that. I'm sure there are some people who just want to be like, let's just take them all away.
Of course, there's
I
always...
don't think that's a solution.
Right. No.
Because at the end of the day, I've seen trained marksmen I've seen videos of trained marksmen. People who get good with pistols are just as good as people who can hold a trigger on a automatic rifle.
Yeah.
Or a semi-automatic
Yeah.
rifle. That's it.
Yeah.
I've seen people fire as fast as someone who has a semi-automatic rifle.
No,
I've seen people with revolvers fire.
Yeah,
so all you'll get is better marksmen.
Yeah.
Like
100%,
maybe, you know, who knows? Or could you maybe get less gun violence? It's quite possible. I think that you have examples in the world of countries like Australia, New Zealand, where gun violence drastically dropped. But we also are a country that has, I think it's at this point, 2.5 guns to every person.
Jesus.
Man, woman, and child.
Wow.
So like there are 700 million guns in this country.
That's crazy.
Even if you took all the semi-automatic weapons away from people who own them, other people still have guns.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
Other people
100%.
still have lots of guns.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's this stuff will still circulate. The problem in the places like New Zealand, it's cut off. You can get all the guns in New Zealand because there's only so much fucking New Zealand.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with Australia. Yeah, it's fucking huge, but like, end of the day, there's only so many populated centers.
100%. I mean, England's a little different because like they're not as secluded, but I mean, even there, you can't have guns. Even the police can only carry a gun if they know where they're going to investigate is gonna be most likely something.
And don't you have to, as a police officer, don't you have to have a specific like licensing to be able to carry a gun?
No, you can't carry it at all. You have to legitimately, the only time you get to bring your gun with you is if you're going with their, supposedly like their SWAT team or whatever.
Right.
Their special teams. When you're going in to grab a person that you're almost certain is violent and will have, you know, some kind of danger.
Right.
So you're about to go at that person's hideout or house or whatever. And that's when, but like if you're out and about, you're giving tickets, no guns on your ass.
Right.
Like, so like, yeah. And I understand that mentality, and that's great. You know, it's working for those countries. It would be tough to get rid of that in a country like this, where, like you just said, there's fucking 2.5 guns versus 2.5 times more guns than there are people.
There's about 350 million people in this country.
It's just kind of crazy. So like to be able to even think about getting rid of guns is just crazy. No, what we have to do is figure out how to limit the crazies from getting guns, or at least making it tougher.
And I know people don't want to hear the word crazies and like.
Oh, it's okay. I'm also have depression and anxiety, so it's like don't worry about it, homies.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of. There's a lot of bullshit behind every action.
100%.
If you want to get rid of all the guns, you are saying that you don't want to address the other inherent issues.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who feel trapped in a relationship who are going to get out of that relationship one way or fucking another.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, if there's an abusive husband and the wife needs to get out of that situation, if she can't go buy a revolver and protect herself, she gonna stab that motherfucker in his sleep.
100%, yeah.
She will stab him
one
to
way or
death.
another. One way or another.
Now, is it still premeditated murder, or is it still fucking self-defense?
Right.
Maybe he wasn't coming at her, but maybe earlier that night he beat the shit out of her.
Right. Yeah.
I'm still not mad at her, and he's still dead.
Yeah.
So, like, end of the day, I'm not really
really
concerned about if it was a gun or a knife.
No.
Like, there are situations where, again, mass shootings are not going to happen if there are less guns, of course. But the problem is we're a country of weapons.
Yeah, 100%.
Manufacture weapons.
Yeah, we would have.
We fucking.
I mean, here's the thing. I have no idea when England started not having guns, but at the end of the day, like, for us to try to,
They're not crime free.
No, they're not. No, they still have their crimes. Don't get me wrong.
Violent
they have their violence.
Crime rate UK.
They still have their violence there and stuff like that. So without a doubt, they're not crime free. So don't get me wrong. Although we're ranked 44th in the world.
We only have, granted, but we have only 22% more
than the UK.
So there's a lot of fucking violent crime.
No, there's still crime.
Like,
I mean, for sure, man. The UK.
Yeah, they might not be getting shot, but there's still a lot of violent crime.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And I mean, even there, just like here, criminals are going to figure out how to get a gun.
100%.
Yeah, so it's
100%.
like at the end of the day, like crime will still happen. So it's like is getting rid of guns the solution? Most likely not. But making it harder, definitely.
Yeah, the problem is you have a lot of states, and everyone talks about, a lot of conservatives like to be like, oh, well, look at Chicago. Chicago banned guns, and now, but like all this gun violence in Chicago. But yeah, because people will go to like Wisconsin, buy at a gun show, and bring it to Chicago.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not far.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's not a like.
It's a 2-hour drive to Milwaukee. It's a nice town. You can hang out.
Yeah, we ain't going down to the border or some shit to pick it up and come back. Like
it's not far, and you can get around the rules very, very easily.
Yeah, 100%. No,
that's the problem. So there needs to be a universal rule set.
Yeah.
Like I understand there are a lot of people who are like states' rights, blah blah blah. But like this is something that we need to have equal. Yeah,
otherwise we're gonna continue to see what we've been seeing, and it's tragic because innocent lives being lost because we as a society can't calm down. The problem is like it's one of those things like there are very passionate people about weapons, and they instantly, as soon as somebody mentions about making it harder to get, they lose their shit because they're like, oh, I don't want to be hard for me to get what's rightfully mine. Like, nobody's saying that. Are you a psychopath? Are you fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Like, are you gonna lose your shit and start shooting people? Right. No? Then guess what? You're most likely safe, and you're gonna get a gun pretty fucking easily if you want one. But how about those people that aren't stable, that are willing to just fuck it, today is the day I'm gonna wake the fuck up and start annihilating people. Like, we need to calm the fuck down a little bit and actually sit down and have a conversation and understand where we're coming from, because otherwise we're just gonna keep seeing this shit where people are fucking just innocent people are just losing their lives because we as a society can't sit down and talk about it and figure out a better way to eliminate this problem.
100%. That's a big factor of what's holding us back, is that you have people that everybody wants to yell the loudest, nobody wants to talk.
Yeah, nobody wants to actually sit down and figure out a solution. Everybody just wants to yell and be like, no, I'm right, you're wrong.
Right.
And stupid shit like that. So at the end of the day, it's like, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not a politician. I'm not somebody that can sit down and make these rules. So hopefully the people who are behind it, they'll figure out a way to do it. Because, I mean, it's...
And it definitely won't be by blocking video games.
No, you can block all the fucking games you want in the world. You can block all the movies you want in the world. Fucking get rid of fucking books if you want. But at the end of the fucking day, if a person snaps, they're going to snap and they're going to do the same fucking thing they did recently. So it's just dumb shit. That motherfucker that was down in Texas, supposedly he was like 22 years old, and the reason he did it was because he was sick and tired at 22 years old that immigrants, specifically I guess Mexican immigrants, were taking over the country.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, you're 22 years old. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
They were invading.
They were invading. Yeah, my bad. Invading. So like...
Idiocy.
Idiocy. Like that right there is like nothing. What movie was talking about that recently? Nothing. No, that motherfucker snapped, not because of a movie, not because of a video game. He just legit snapped because he had no fucking clue.
And if we want to talk about like what's influencing people,
right.
Let's talk about the language. He's talking about invasion. Like who else has been talking about invasion?
Yeah, he's talking about invasion specifically from Mexico.
Yeah, interesting. Who's been publicized saying that exact sentence?
That precise thing.
Yeah.
Last 4 years?
Like it's very.
Get the fuck out.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious because nobody wants to take ownership of the shit they've done.
No.
And everyone wants to blame a thing.
Yeah. They'll blame something else, games. But they won't accept ownership.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, end of the day, we need to deal with this shit.
Well, the problem is that's how it's always going to be. It's always has been, and it always will be. People in power will never take ownership that they fucked up.
Nope.
They'll blame something else, and they'll figure out a good way to blame it.
And that's the fucked
Same
up part.
thing. Actually, fuck it. Let's, a little segue. We didn't even say this was going to be a topic. The same thing that's going on in China and Hong Kong with the protests and what China is doing to make you believe these protests are bad with the fucking conspiracy bullshit. And it's not even conspiracy. They're legitimately sending out fake ads here in the U.S. and other countries that have Facebook to make us think that the protesters are actually bad and not the country itself. And this is what the politicians are doing. The people in power, in charge. They're doing this. So once again, statement is still true. People in power will never accept ownership of their wrongdoings. They'll blame it on something else or someone else, and that's how it's.
And that's the funny thing is that is the only thing that it would take to turn an entire people on your side.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bro, when the first it was the first or the second debate, there was Hillary Clinton versus Trump. Somebody asked her about you had said, because back in the 90s. She had coined the term super predator in relation to black people.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Super predator.
Yeah, super predator.
Super predator. Holy
and somebody asked her about it, and she, dodged. She did the sidestep shit.
She did a dance.
And I'm like, you could literally, if you just said, I said that. I was stupid.
Yeah.
That was stupid of me.
Yeah.
And I am more educated and more informed now.
Yeah.
And I know better.
If she just...
Bro... Turn the whole room on your side. The whole room.
Dude.
Just own it. Yeah, we deleted those emails. I didn't realize it was a problem. I'm not really great with emails. I'll be honest with you. I have my tech guy. He said delete them. I delete them.
Yeah, no, it's dumb.
It's just
it's dumb. It's
take ownership, and then the shit just.
Yeah, man. It's a problem, and I don't know if it'll ever get resolved. Because, like I said, we've been doing this since people have been in power. So
yeah,
this shit's been happening for so long. This isn't new, and who knows when it will be actually old? Because I don't think it'll ever change.
I don't know that it will.
Man.
I don't know that it will. Because
we've been doing it for hundreds of years now. And,
you look at going back to medieval England.
Yeah,
you go look at Henry VIII.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to stay married. And they're like, well, you can't. We're Catholic. We don't do that.
And he's
like,
his own fucking religion.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm my own church.
Yeah.
Boom. Divorce. Cut that bitch's head off.
Yeah, it's like,
I was like, bruh.
Yeah. So, it's just, it's funny. It's funny. And, we've been doing it for so long. It's kind of, at the same time, it's sad and pathetic, but it's also like, you can't even help it to laugh a little bit just how ridiculous it is.
You have to.
Yeah, it sucks, man. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, vote your actual conscience. Vote what you actually believe. Do not vote. There apparently is again because this happened last time too. There apparently is a big move to vote for Joe Biden because he's the best chance that quote unquote we have against Trump. And I'm like, but Joe Biden is stupid.
Yeah,
we should not make Joe Biden president.
Yeah.
Even if he was to win, that would be a bad decision.
He legit.
He's fucking stupid.
I am fairly certain if we actually tested him, he would be legally nominated and titled
out of the what 27 people that are running for president on both sides. I think only 2 said the wrong cities when they were talking about the fucking tragedies, the shootings. It was Joe Biden and the president.
Yeah.
So if both of them fucked up, neither of them should be president.
Exactly. But he's the better option. But just because he's the better option doesn't mean he's the right option.
Let's take all the fucking factors into effect. I don't know.
Nah, man. People
dumb.
are.
It gets very silly. It gets very dumb.
It gets crazy, man. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But speaking of
crazy.
Let's go into the one that makes more sense is motivation and anxiety.
Motivation and anxiety. You've been dealing with this the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I deal with it pretty much on a daily basis. It's hard 100%. You wake up in the morning and you have all these grandiose ideas of what you want to do that day, what you want to get done, and something always gets in the way, or you don't have enough that motivation. And there's all this talk on the internet. You look at Gary Vee, who's a big source of inspiration for me. He's talking about do it. Just do it.
And a lot of people do. It's not just him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been people before even he
Of
got
course.
big
Yeah, of
and
course.
started actually, being a social media fucking Goliath.
That's a good term for him. He's fucking all over the place.
Yeah, he
a
is.
Goliath.
He is all over the place. And,
Scroll down Instagram and it's
everybody-
like Gary Vee
everybody-
Something else, Gary Vee
even
something
like
else,
like
Gary
the
Vee.
guys like before Gary Vee, the guys that were all doing tech reviews like every time, Marquez and stuff like that. They always said like when somebody asked them, when they always what monthly or every few months they always say ask me anything, and they're like how did you get started or how do you do it? And they all said the same thing, just do it. And they don't mean just do it as in like just release shit. It doesn't matter if it's shit. No, take your time and do it right or as good as you can and then release it. But the problem is what they're saying is just do it in the sense of like you're always telling yourself, okay, I want to do this, but then you give your reasons why you don't and then you don't.
Right.
So them saying
There's
just
always
do
excuses.
it. Right. So them saying
It's getting past the
just do
excuses.
it is getting past the excuses and actually just do it. So we've been doing it for a long time. We've been releasing footage for stupid long
5
time.
years now.
But I mean, even knowing that we actually truly enjoy doing it, there's moments where it's like something just in your head that just like makes you not want to release a video, and it's not because you don't want to, or it's not because you don't feel good about it, or that you're not enjoying it anymore. It's just legitimately just it's one of those things where you get demotivated. It's something happens and there's just no proper like you're basically just turned around, like that motivation that you had for doing something, it's like, oh fuck, like this is happening, like, and you don't feel right, and then all of a sudden you don't want to do it.
You find a lot of reasons not to.
Yeah.
And there's always lots of reasons not to. I went to the gym this morning for the first time in like 2 weeks. And there's always reasons not to go to the gym, right?
Yeah,
There's always
100%,
reasons not to.
always.
I gotta go to work in a few hours. By the time I get there, by the time I do the workout, by the time
100%.
I'm not gonna have a lot. There's always these excuses, but at the end of the day, it's like I didn't do a lot today. I'll be very like upfront.
Yeah.
I did the incline leg press, and I did calves, and I did abs. I didn't do shit, and I did 5 minutes on the treadmill. Like I didn't do shit, but I went and I did it.
Right.
And now I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. And it's just a matter of sometimes.
It's just a matter of keep doing it.
Yeah,
like
so
starting it and then keep doing it.
And then because I know, man, that's the thing. I know all the workouts and all the stuff.
Yeah.
But like when I legitimately when I walked in, my heel was hurting. So like I took a while. That 5 minutes on the treadmill got my heel like loosened up to where I could actually do stuff. But I didn't want to do anything like high impact, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do something. I want to definitely still do lifting,
Right.
but I'm just not going to do like the high impact stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially just getting, if you can, and essentially it is forcing yourself, but it's if you can force yourself past the part that demotivates you or that holds you back from doing something, like whatever the excuses that pop up in your head, because they really are, they're just excuses.
100%.
Even though they seem 100% legit to you, it's not that they're not legit to you, it's just they are still excuses. It's just you want to do it, but you're telling yourself why you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And it's not, and none of them are because you don't enjoy it. You actually enjoy it. It's just you're giving yourself too many reasons on why not, and it's just getting past that. And I mean, yeah, for working out, for creating content, for going somewhere, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just it is a hurdle to get past. So
yeah. I mean, I had this conversation the other day with Erica, and she was like, "Oh, like for Labor Day, like after I teach my class, do you want to?" And she's like, "Nah, never mind." And I was like, "What?" And like we went back and forth for like 5 minutes about like what, like you can't bring shit up and then like say never mind.
Right, like you can't just be like,
And
"Oh, I had this idea." And
she
now
was
it's
like,
nah.
she's like, it's kind of far, and I'm like, what?
Right.
And she wants to go to this Balkan restaurant in Indiana. It's like on the border of Indiana and Michigan or something like
Dude,
that.
me and my wife go to
And I was like,
Wisconsin.
I was
already.
like, call and make sure they're gonna be open. Let's do it. Like it's
a little drive.
You gotta it's
a little trip.
it's like an hour. It's not even that far. It's
a
in
little
Gary.
trip.
It's
You
even
go
not
see
that far.
some, yeah, 100%.
Like I was like, you gotta just you really just got to do it. You
Yeah.
gotta. At the end of the, I mean, with this room, this fucking room has been my fucking monolith. It's been my fucking Everest. Like I gotta keep like getting myself in the right headspace to do it. But like, it's getting done, and it's very much been like at the beginning it was, oh, the fucking, it's gonna be so much expensive. Like it's gonna be so much money spent.
Right.
But like now it's just the work. Now all oddly enough, all the big reasons to not do it or to wait are gone.
Right.
I already did the fucking water sealing. That's $1,000. It's done. That's done.
Yeah.
So now it's the work. So now the excuses are so much smaller, but they hold the same amount of weight.
Yeah.
So I've got to fight them with the same amount of force.
Exactly.
Like you're always gonna find reasons not to do stuff. There's, this room is fucking a mess. Like you always talk about how you wish there was a couch. Like all this stuff is because this isn't done. So once this is, and it's like, that's the kind of, you need to put the reason why ahead of everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of people that go through a lot of different, techniques and stuff like that. There's been people that talk about, you like write down one or two things for that day in the morning. Like when you wake up, you write down one or two things. Just like one or two things that you want to get done.
Right.
And that's it. Just those two, like, because
as long as you get those two,
because no one only has one or two things done.
Yeah.
Everyone always has like 1,000 fucking things to do. I've got 3 videos that I've got to edit. You've got 4 or 5 waiting.
Yeah, I got a few.
There's a lot of shit to do always. But like you say, hey, today I'm going to do this thing.
Right.
And just do that thing. Because once you have that accomplishment, you're going to feel great.
Yeah.
I mean, like you were talking about last night or this morning, you were editing, you were like, I'm going to not do this video, I'm going to do this video. And then you sat down and started editing, and you felt better.
Yeah, exactly. Like because I got up and my original thought was like, okay, as soon as you wake up, you're gonna finish. You now got it done recording. Now all you have to do is like do the voiceover stuff and actually put it all together. But then it was like, I got up and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start slow and I'm gonna play some games. And some games turned into hours, like quite a few hours of Overwatch. And then finally, before I was going to leave to go get a haircut and come here and do the podcast, I sat down and I finished transferring all the footage over and putting it in Premiere. And then I was like, okay, let me put some on the timeline because it's going to be quick and easy. And then I started doing it. I was like, oh, it's coming along so good. And it's like, yeah, you just have to fucking sit down and do it. And like, it's not like it's going to take too long. At most, it might take me another hour, maybe 2 to finish it up. But then, like, that's it. It's done. Post it up. You're going to feel good that you did it, that you finished it, that you uploaded it, that it's out there. And, like, but it's that little bit of hurdle that's in your head that it's like, but let me just play some games real quick. Let me relax.
You got to take the first step. That's what it's been with videos, especially for me recently, is, like you said, you import it, like put it on the right folder, import it all into a project, and then you're like, let me drop them on and I'll sync them later. And then as soon as you drop them on, you're like, I can sync them real quick. Yeah. And it kind of just builds, and then you're in it. You're in it. Exactly. You're in it. You start doing it, and right before you got here, you were like, I'm on my way, and I was like, all right, cool. I played a game. We lost. I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't want to keep losing. I made the thumbnail for the podcast, and then I was like, no, I don't know when he's going to be here. Let me, like, real quick knock out the podcast that was supposed to come out last week. Knock that out real quick, and then it was done. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. It's literally just doing it. It's, even if it's one thing, it's just making yourself do that one thing. Once again, when these people say that I just do it, that's what they mean. They mean stop giving the excuses and just go do something. Even if it's one thing for the day, like let's say it's not to release the video, like shoot it, edit it, release it, post it on social media, advertise. Like don't do all that in one day, but go do the first step. Go like you gotta shoot it. Okay, well go do that. Go do that for the day. And then next day, put it together. Yeah. And the day after that, share it around. 100%. Like whatever, like it's just a little bit every day instead of never anything. So
I've been talking about these small business documentaries that are for a year now. Yeah. Like I've been talking about for a while. and it's very much kept being like I'm not really feeling it. Like
which is
I set up,
crazy
like,
because you can do that a lot easier than the show that we want to do.
Yeah,
The show
oh my
is
God.
way harder because we want to get that.
It's got to be a location.
We got to find a location and get all the props. Just it's not a lot, but it's enough to
we
prevent
want it
us
to
from
look a certain
properly,
way, yeah.
from properly getting done. Where like that stuff, all the locations are wherever the person is.
Right.
We have the gear. Literally, it's just setting it up and talking to the person.
So like I for the last like few days I've been thinking like I'm gonna go to the shop and go to the comic shop since that's gonna be the first episode. I'm gonna bring my vlogging camera and just like take photos of like what the shots I want.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
I want this is where we're gonna set up.
Right.
That kind of thing. Just kind of plan it so that when I get there, like I'll set up a day with him. Hey, I'm gonna be here at this time, boom, boom, boom. And just do that. Just take those initial steps. So like, I'm not going to make it right now. You know, like I'm thinking about today or tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna comedy day. It'll be a little busier, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna plan it, and I'm gonna be there. And like, once you have that motion into the action, like once you have that intent.
Yeah.
If I go to the gym, if I'm outside of the gym, it's so hard not to go in.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm fucking here.
Yeah, 100%.
If I don't go into the gym,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I drive here for?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so you
It's
take
a
that
waste.
step of just going,
Yep.
just going to the place. Now you're like, well, you gotta do something. I'm fucking here now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
man.
so
it's
it-
legitimately just like they say, just do it. Just
Yeah,
go do
exactly.
it.
You gotta always take the first step because that turns into a walk.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
100%,
it.
man. 100%. I mean, like for you, especially with this stuff, like you already have your first person you want to do, which is
I have
your
three
buddy,
people lined up.
Yeah, your buddy Jason.
Like-
He owns the comic book shop. You can literally go in, like you said, you can take pictures, but even while you're there, you can real quick get some B footage. Just get B footage of the comics, the outside of the sign of the comic shop, the entranceway. Like, just real quick, simple things, some of the figurines that are in there. So this is already something you have. Now all you got to do is legitimately just sit down with him, have two angles, one on you, one on him, and that's it. It's one of those things, like, it's just having the, like, you have the time on the days off, just like I do, but for some reason we just don't always utilize it the way we need to.
Yeah.
A lot of times we do, but there are moments where it plays even in our heads where it's like one of those things like, okay, I want to, calm down. I want to relax, whatever the excuse is. Which, I mean, to be fair,
You always need to relax.
you do have to relax. So, like, taking a week off to relax from this is perfectly fine. But then what's the excuse week 2 or week 3?
Yep.
Or
100%.
whatever it is. So it's one of those things where it's like, yes, you have a regular job and trying to do something like this where you're trying to create and potentially maybe even make it into something where it's, takes you out of that regular job will be a lot of work. But as long as you can properly, like when we work, or especially for me, like when I'm working, it's just working. I work my regular job. I go to the gym and I make sure I get rest and rinse and repeat until those days are done. Once those days are done, though, during that time, I'm thinking, what do I do on the 3 days I'm off? Like, what car-related stuff is going on? What footage can I get? And what video can I make for the future on this 3 days? Not necessarily make in the sense of like putting it together and editing it, but at least getting it recorded.
Yeah.
So if that means going to a show, going to some kind of event, a racetrack, whatever it is, installing the part, whatever, that's kind of the thing. But last week or two, it's been, I mean, granted, for me, I have an issue also with depression and stuff like that. So like that kind of played in pretty harsh on a weekend that I wish it didn't, because it was the most anticipated weekend I've been waiting for. And it kind of played in rough. So like there was that hurdle, but then after that it was like more excuses because now you fell in a hole after something like that. So it happens to everybody, but you just have to figure out how to focus down and kind of get past it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean also not ever taking a break or taking some time to yourself to enjoy something else.
And that's why I really like Gary Vee, because he talks about like his only gear is go. Like he's always working, and that's his shit. That's how he fucking breathes.
Right.
He works all the time. He works all week. He doesn't see his family all week. He works till fucking midnight. I've watched his like long ass videos where it's just like 4 hours of his whole day, and it's literally like he gets into like a Dubai at 6 in the fucking morning, and it's like radio show, TV spot, another radio thing, recording a thing, boom, boom, boom. It's 11:30 at night. Gets back on an airplane to go to a different country to do something else,
right.
And it's like, fuck, like that's a lot. Like you're just working all fucking day. But that's his shit.
That's his shit.
It's his fucking lifeblood. Like it's one of those things where I watched his fucking garage sale show, and like the gleam in his eye, it's like a kid on Christmas.
Yeah.
Like he fucking loves doing like the haggle, the whole thing, loves it.
Yeah.
And that's, you just gotta find that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if it's always excuses, if it's always why you don't want to do it,
then you haven't found.
Maybe you're not doing the right shit.
Yeah, you haven't found exactly, because like, I love making content about car stuff as long as it's good content. I cannot simply just make car content for the sake of like, oh, it's a video to release. Like, I need it to be legitimate and good and valuable.
Yeah.
Not just for the people watching, but for me too. Like, there has to be some kind of value in it. And I'm not talking about money wise. I'm like, is there a proper storytelling? Is there a knowledge or whatever it is? Some kind of actual entertainment outside of just me looking at the camera and talking to it. Like,
right.
It has to be more. So, like for him, it's the process of haggling or the process of like winning, right? Where for others, it could be the process of like making good content, making proper content. So like, it's just, you have to find whatever that thing is that you can keep doing and you're not annoyed by it.
100%.
And that's the biggest difference too. Like if you're constantly making excuses, then maybe you don't love the thing you think you love as much as you think you do.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people out there that are
like, for me, a perfect example was the tech.
Yeah.
I thought I loved making tech videos, and I got better, but I realized very quickly, or not very quickly, but quickly enough that I'm like, I enjoy the video creation, but like I don't enjoy that it's about tech. And then I moved over, realized like, I like creating videos, like good, fun videos, but I love cars. So why not try that? And that's when I realized like, that's what I like doing. Like it's not just random, or, if we can actually get like money where we can get a location, start making like a series or, a show or something that's more fictional than, real life, documentary style. So that's kind of the process that I enjoy. Now, granted, sure, do I wish I had also an editor and a cameraman and I can just tell them what to record? That'd be great. So I don't have to at least worry about that stuff and just be like, yeah, follow me. Make sure you catch all the good stuff, the action stuff. We'll do, if there's something relevant to hear that I'm talking about, cool, and just go from there. But regardless, I mean, right now, not most, but a good chunk of YouTubers are the everything man. They're editing, they're filming, recording.
Yeah, one-man show.
One-man show. Some are luckier than others where they can afford to have editors and cinematographers and whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, the same thing with me, really, on a lot of levels. Like the tech stuff, like I enjoy reviewing tech. I like playing with gadgets. I mean, like I bought fucking another set of headphones. Like I fucking have a shit ton of headphones, but like I was like, oh, it's fucking Prime Day. Like, they look cool. They're cheap. Let me see how good they are, and that's the kind of thing. Like I like seeing like what the quality is at a certain price point. Right. I have zero interest in like, I mean, I've had a fucking $1,000 phone for 2 years now, and like,
Yeah,
I made one video about it, about how it's still a good value at $250 2 years later.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, everybody knows about the big shit, but the problem is there's a lot of people, if not majority of the people, that want to know how good the cheap shit is.
Right.
Because I'm spending $1,000. It better be fucking good. I don't need a reviewer to tell me it's good.
Right.
What I would like a reviewer to tell me is, like, if I spend money on this cheap thing, is it true that, I get what I pay for, or is it not in this situation? And if it's more value than what I'm actually paying for.
Right, exactly.
And like,
that's why I was watching, there's this guy, Brian G. Johnson. He does, kind of like how to grow your YouTube channel, that kind of stuff. I was watching one of his videos and he was talking about, like, oh, you got to talk about relevant topics. He's like, if you look at all these tech, and he like brought up specifically tech YouTubers. He said, if you look at all these tech YouTubers, they're all, they all talk about the same kind of stuff, to stay relevant, because that's what everyone is looking for. That's what everyone. And I was just like, I see what you're saying. I'm like, I'm gonna do the exact fucking opposite of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna take that little Dell X1 from fucking 2004, and I'm gonna make like a fucking review video on 100%. This old ass laptop.
Because there's more people like us than there are of people that can legitimately just every year. Oh yeah, I'm buying a new $1,200 phone, $1,000 phone.
I legit almost don't watch Unbox Therapy anymore. I watch Lou Later because he talks about like what's going on in tech. Yeah. Like it's a tech podcast.
Honestly,
I watch that more.
Honest to God, I love Marquez. I think he's a genius behind the camera. I'm a big fan of Lou. But at the end of the day, like, I haven't cared to watch them because 90% of the time, it's shit that everybody talks about, and there's so much saturated content about it that, like, I don't care.
Like, I don't care
what
that you
their
like
opinion
the
is versus your opinion is versus their opinion. Yeah,
I don't really care that you like the new OnePlus.
Is it $1,000 and is it worth $1,000? No, bitch, it's not. It's a fucking phone. It should be at most $500, but people be spending $1,000.
Exactly.
So I can answer that question without even watching your fucking video. Like, is it worth being new?
Yeah, it's like, no. he just got the Note 10 Plus, and I'm just like, cool, whatever.
Who cares? Like,
cool.
Yeah.
Like if I want another Note, I used to have a Note. You used to have a Note.
Yeah.
If I want another Note, I'll get another Note.
Yeah.
But it's very much like we've talked about this many times. I'm fucking over this every year upgrade bullshit of just like
because it's
2%,
not relevant.
1%,
it's not relevant.
whatever.
It's not relevant.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm waiting until the fucking Pixel 5.
Right.
So like that's gonna be a huge jump.
Yeah, because the thing is like at the end of the day, people are like, we gotta do something every year to stay relevant. But I'm like, ironically enough, you're no longer to me relevant because you're not releasing anything new. You make it sound like it's new, but it's not anything new.
Right.
You haven't majorly changed something for me to give a shit.
Google Pixel 3, I don't think has anything that much better. Like, the camera's a little bit better, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. They had, like, less bezel.
Right.
They were talking about there's, like, a dummy model of the new Pixel, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's, like, got these huge bezels, and it looks just like the 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're not even that big of fucking bezels. No, it's like I'm out here like why are we this mad?
No, it's
like
stupid.
It's so fucking silly, and no one's actually thinking about the practicality of it. Like the people who buy this new iPhone, I genuinely think right now, out the gate, before it even comes out, before it's even announced, all the little pre-renders and all the little mock-ups, it looks stupid as shit, and if you buy it, you're an idiot. It has like an inch square on the back. You know how the cameras like bump out now, and now there's 2 cameras? Yeah. Now it's like a fucking square. It's like a fucking hockey puck, like a square hockey puck on the back of the phone. But like they just refuse to make a fucking thicker phone. And I'm like, just make a thicker phone so there's not a fucking bulge on the back. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say it's 1 millimeter thinner than last year.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna be like, oh my god. Yeah. Well, it's not really because you have a fucking 2-inch thick hockey puck on the back. But like the body's thinner. So fucking stupid. Like it's dumb.
No, it's dumb. And
I would rather if I was Apple, I would be like, all right, this is the last iPhone. The next thing you're gonna get is a fucking perfect foldable phone. It'll fucking do backflips. Like
that's the problem. It's people trying to release shit to be relevant, but to me, at least for me as a consumer, they're less relevant than I
100%.
even give a shit. Like
100%.
that's why when people are like, Intel released a new processor. I'm like, I bet you it's not new.
Cool.
Bet you, but it's not new.
Yeah.
What's funny is that it's not new.
Oh yeah, because they legit just rebranded, right?
Last year they just legitimately rebranded. Like it was nothing. It was
There's
not
no
new in any
change. There's
sense.
no upgrade.
But even if it is a slight change, it's still not new.
Right.
Because a 1 or 2% increase is not new, motherfuckers.
Because what did we do? What did we do? We ran fucking 10-year-old
I
processors.
still run 10-year-old processors.
I mean, yeah, my main computer is a 10-year-old processor. My rendering computer is the only one that got the Ryzen.
Yeah.
And that was a leap.
Yeah, leap.
That was not a 2012 i7 to 2013 i7. I was just watching the weirdest fucking thing of all. Do you remember Tech Syndicate?
Yeah.
Bro, I forgot about them. I saw
because he's got his own channel because they broke up because him and the one guy they no longer got together.
Oh,
so
interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
So I was on my homepage, and mind you, I haven't watched Tech Syndicate in fucking a decade. I mean, like whatever, 2 years, let's say, in 2 years, and it says like, it's like the thumbnail caught my eye and it said build your own damn laptop.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm curious because I didn't even see who it was from. I was just like, oh, that seems interesting. Let's watch it. And turned it on. First of all, the main dude, or at least the one who I always associate with Tech.
Yeah.
He's got this like ugly ass long hair. He does not look great, man. I was just like, get a haircut, you fucking hippie. Like, but he's talking about he picked up these for like $100. He picked up these laptops, and literally he's like, we're gonna upgrade everything: processor, RAM, like M.2 card. We're gonna upgrade the display. I was like,
You know where he started from?
I was like, what the fuck? So he did all this, and he got a 1080p M.2 with he put a heatsink on it. He got a terabyte of storage and another 500 gig mechanical drive. And I was like, damn, like he went all out. And he literally flat out said, he's like, you could get the one with the graphics, but it just makes it hotter. And he's like, it's like 1 or 2 better frames per second than the built-in graphics. And I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Because why the fuck not?
Right.
So yeah, he built this old-ass IBM ThinkPad. And like, it looks old, but who fucking cares? It's an i7.
Logan?
Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
But like, who fucking cares? It's 16 gigs. It's an i7. It is a 95 watt fucking processor, so it's a powerful fucking processor. And he put a M.2 SSD in it.
Right.
That's great. Those are great numbers.
No, yeah, I mean,
Like the fucking, and he put 1080p, and it's an IPS panel that he replaced the shitty TF one with, or TN one with, and I'm just like, wow. And like in total, it ran him like $400-$500, and it's like as good as $1,000-$1,500 computer
for sure.
now. And I'm like, damn, like that's what people don't realize.
No, yeah,
That's what people don't realize. Like buying all this new shit doesn't really get you that much.
no, it doesn't. No, it's just legitimately to say you have new shit. It's literally what I always talk about. Like, as much as I love cars, I would never buy a Lamborghini or
Right.
Like, I would probably consider a Porsche, but it would be something that's under $100,000 that is still great. That
You buy like a used GT3.
even a used GT3 is expensive. Probably a GT4, but like I say, like those cars aren't worth it because the only reason they're that much money is to be exclusive.
Yeah.
It's to literally just own something that's that much. So like me buying a $250 phone and somebody buying the new $1,500 Note 10, it's literally to say you have a Note 10 that came out this year.
Yeah, and is it faster? Does it have a ton more storage?
Sure, yeah, but
unless, and we've talked about this on many other occasions, unless you're running everything off that one device,
right?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah,
I don't need a terabyte of storage in my phone because
I
it's
use my phone as a phone.
Like it's a phone, and it is a backup camera in case I want to film something or take a photo.
I rarely use the camera. I do use it, of course, to post Instagram posts that I download all the pictures from OneDrive, and I use it as a GPS.
It's a utilitarian.
I try to use it as much as a phone.
It's
as
a
possible.
practical fucking device.
Yeah.
and everyone's running their whole fucking life off of it.
It's crazy.
And that's why, like, we work in tech support. Motherfuckers contact us, and they're like, my phone's broken, and I need it because I need to go somewhere tomorrow. And I'm like, you don't know how to use a computer?
Right.
And then motherfuckers tell me, oh, I don't have a computer. And I'm like, well, that's fucking bad decision, man.
Yeah, no.
You
that's
spent,
stupid,
you know, what? You spent, what,
decision.
$1,500 on your most expensive possible phone you could find, and you don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't have a computer.
That's like finding.
By the way,
that's
just
like
in
finding
case-
a brand new GT500 Mustang in front of a hood house.
Who-
your priorities are fucked up.
Whoever is listening or even watching, your cell phone's not a computer. I know you want to believe that it is, but it's not.
No, like you got motherfuckers like Apple with their iPads. Now they made it a different OS, and now it supports keyboards and file transfers.
care what it's
and I'm like,
about.
I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking tablet.
It's a tablet.
It's a fucking tablet. Like
Android supported keyboards and mouses for a long time.
Yeah, nobody fucking gives a shit.
It's a tablet.
Like
It's at the end of the day, it's still a tablet.
I was thinking about a tablet. And I was like, oh man, it'd be nice if I had, because I brought my LG with me. I'm like, it's old. It's got an old OS.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of slow,
Yeah.
but like it's 5 fucking years old at this point. And I'm like, man, I wish I had a newer one. But I'm like, I have no interest in spending $400 on a tablet.
Not at all.
No fucking.
No,
if I'm
not
spending
even-
$400, I'm probably buy a laptop.
Not even
Fuck
a
it.
little bit.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a small ass laptop. Why
No,
would I
that's-
spend $400 on a tablet? Like so stupid.
Yeah. But
Like-
that was a long tangent. Let's go, since we are talking about tech and we
talking
are
about tech.
talking about content creation. Let's talk about drones.
Whoo, boy.
And the reason we're talking about drones is this isn't new. This happened. I don't know.
It's been happening.
2 months ago. I mean, it's been happening for a long time.
Now it's just.
But now it's just
getting worse.
Now it's just worse. So now, even as a not even somebody that makes money off of videos,
Even
not,
for
not a
recreation.
business person,
Yeah.
recreational use, you still have to
pass a test.
pass a test. A literally a flight test, essentially. It's a pilot's test for drones. But it's ironically enough, the pilot's test that you're taking is not just for drones though. It's a pilot's.
I watched a couple videos where people were talking about what they took, and they were like, now I will say that they said like studying for it like helped them be better pilots, and I'm like, that's cool, whatever. But I'm like, I'm not a bad pilot, and I don't film that much.
No.
I don't.
No, we
Now,
literally just
flip side, I maybe would film more if I did get, like, if I get my, I'm going to rephrase that. When I get my Part 107, because I have every intent of doing it, when I get my Part 107, like, I'm going to now be a limited quantity of people that can actually officially run a drone.
And so
Like,
that's where the conversation's going, right? So they're making this super hard to even want a drone. How is it? I feel that it's going to go down in the sense of like how much is used. Don't get me wrong.
you can already see it. You could already see it.
100%.
You can already see it. You have people like, I watch probably Peter McKinnon's like the most.
I mean,
often that I watch.
look at even Casey. Even Casey's reduced drone usage. By
Casey reduced drone usage because he got in trouble with the FAA several times.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, he's had to cut it down due to how strict they are.
And that was even before. Like even going back to like when he was Daily.
Yeah.
Like when he was Daily, he got in trouble with the FAA, and he legit had to stop using a drone because he kept using it inside of New York. And there's all sorts of shit flying in New York. So like putting up a drone in New York is dangerous. Unless you like know and file a flight path and like motherfuckers know where you are.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, just like somebody throwing up a drone, you might run into a fucking helicopter.
Right.
But like I'm far enough away, and like I am in several fucking landing and takeoff paths because I'm right next to O'Hare. But I can see the airplane. If I take it up to the airplane, I'm doing something malicious.
I mean, to me,
Like-
it's one of those things. It's like, and once again, it's just something I have to remember. There's no such thing as common sense anymore because people are so stupid that they don't know how to use common sense, and because it's not common, right? Because there's no
sense.
There's no sense. But the common sense would say is don't fucking fly the drone as high as a plane can go. Like, I think the highest I've ever gone is about 250 feet. maybe 300, maybe. But I was in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I think I went to the max is 400.
Yeah, I think
I pushed it to 400 when we were at that.
And the only time I use the drone is when I'm at a car, like if it's drag racing or anything like that, where I want to get a nice shot of the track and the area surrounding it.
Yeah.
That's all I do, and I don't need to go that high for it. And I'm just further away from myself. I still see the drone; it's still in my vision. I don't know why those people. I know that drones can go a mile or two. I would never, ever fly a drone out a mile or two that I can't
especially not a little one.
No, that I can even.
There's like with the Inspire and shit. Like you can tell it where to go.
Yeah,
you can program the flight path. Cool. That's like a way more advanced. Like it's got all sorts of redundancies and shit. But we're talking like a fucking Mavic or a Phantom. Like Phantoms are fucking terrifying because they disappear in the sky.
100%.
They're either white or even now you get a black one. But
still, unless you put skins on them and stuff like that, you can barely see them. And
so
even then,
it's dumb. It's
dumb.
I don't get it. Motherfuckers just like.
Regardless, so their dumbass, so the government's dumbass explanation for the rules is because they're worried that people are utilizing drones to send information to China.
Yeah, because DJI is. Let's be serious. DJI is the biggest manufacturer of drones.
Yeah.
You do have now Autel Robotics, which Autel is like it's a fucking.
It's like in Washington.
It's in Washington. Yeah. It's a U.S. company.
Yeah, it's a U.S. company.
But in reality, the majority of the drones.
But then, let's be serious. Google's been doing this for years.
I'm like, what exactly?
Are you worried that they're going to get? What are you concerned about? Google has been providing information to the world.
They're updating their shit every day.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're
what's
afraid
the concern?
of.
Yeah, no.
I can zoom in on Google Earth and it'll give me like heights of buildings and shit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like we were watching that music video and we literally went to the city it was filmed in, found the building it was filmed on, like basically put the camera on the Earth where the camera was, and I'm like, I don't need a drone to find out where this shit is.
Like, I'm pretty sure, China or Russia aren't concerned if there's a
What up, Elliot?
That's showing, like all this information and stuff like that. No, trust me, Google Earth has been doing it for a very long time.
Google Earth has been doing this shit for a long time.
So due to this, like, I won't lie to you, I love drones. I love drones on what they can provide for content and how you can get a shot that normally. Back in the day in Hollywood, you wouldn't need a goddamn helicopter. You legitimately would have to hire and pay for a helicopter to get the shot. And so now that we are content creators online on YouTube, where we don't need Hollywood to create content, you're being limited because dumbass laws for nothing.
Yeah.
For nothing. I get it. And this honestly goes back to our original conversation that we had in the beginning, not the boys, but the violence and guns. It's one of those things just because of the few doesn't mean you punish the many. Like, few people...
He said, what's up, Superman?
What's up, man? Few people might shoot somebody, but that doesn't mean the many then lose all their guns. Same goes here. Just because a few people might fly their drones somewhere stupid where they shouldn't, doesn't mean the many would. So you don't punish the many for this dumbass shit.
That's the thing.
And I won't lie to you, since I love drones, after finding out all these dumbass rules and laws and regulations, and then you were like, oh, by the way, now you got to take that fucking pilot's test that's literally for fucking pilots. Like,
of planes.
Yeah. As a recreational thing, I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm never using a drone again. Literally. And I love drones.
And we talk about this. We talk about this.
And I don't love drones just to fly them. Like, that to me is whatever. I love drones for getting the footage.
It's great footage.
And I was just like, what the hell, man?
I think boxer and give you... Yeah, that's... Of course. Yeah. We went pretty deep on the violence thing. Blaming people, blaming video games for violence.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, like I was saying before, I watched Peter McKinnon. He used his drone all the time. He loved his drone.
Yeah.
And as soon as because the new rules in Canada are crazy.
Yeah, they're worse
in
than
Canada. You gotta like set up a 30-foot radius. You have to like mark the takeoff. Like you have to make
it's crazy. It's stupid.
It's insane. So like his one of his guys like got certified for all that stuff, and like he does his drone footage when he's around. Otherwise, he doesn't use drone footage.
Scroll down. I didn't see. I can't see what he's saying. Or is it upwards? Oh,
No,
it's upward.
Yeah, it goes up.
Just because you're mad at them, in fact, don't kill.
Of
Yeah,
course,
no,
of
exactly,
course.
exactly.
Well, right, but
precisely.
but a lot of the situation is I mean, it really is a mental health situation.
Yeah, it's on.
You are not right in the head if
No.
whatever reason, whatever situation happened that makes you want to kill someone, you're not right in the head.
No,
There's just
100%.
no way around it.
I mean, it's not a normal situation where you're like,
It makes you
I just
like
wanna-
if you and like
I just
it-
wanna watch
not even just
somebody
kill.
die.
Like if it makes you want to hurt someone,
Yeah.
something's wrong there,
Something's
and that
wrong.
needs to be addressed.
yeah,
like,
no, 100%. I mean, listen, I've watched Dexter. I like you can see he's wrong. Like,
yeah, there's nothing right with
yeah,
him.
no, like I mean, he just utilized it in the right fashion, which is he went after the horrible people.
right, like,
But no, 100%. Like, yeah, it's just it's dumb. Like, and that's why when we were talking about that during that session, is we said, you know, just because people are blaming it on movies and well, obviously video games have been blamed for a long time, but now even violent movies, it's like you can get rid of all that. The person who decided to literally go and harm somebody and take their life, it didn't matter if it was a movie or a video game.
No,
Nothing changed that. Like, none of those made that person do it. What made that person do it is an issue in their head. And so at the end of the day, it's like getting rid of that stuff doesn't matter. So it's like you can get rid of it, but it won't change what those people do. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, but yeah. So back to the drones. Yeah, I'm a little sad because here's the thing.
It sucks.
Am I going to use drone footage in my footage later on when I can pay somebody to take that damn test and then get me footage? Yeah. But until then, I'm going to be very limited to what drone footage I use.
I'll give you a discount.
Yeah, you know. But it's a damn shame to see this stuff being taken away from people who are very creative and can use it in a very creative way.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Of course,
the footage I've seen captured by just like people on
100%.
YouTube.
I mean, of course, you know, there's always going to be a concern on like how somebody can use it. But once again, going back to guns or anything else in this world, anybody can. There's always going to be someone that can use it in the wrong manner.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean you punish
like,
the many because of the few.
There is apparently there's it's like an environmentalist group in England that is planning, like they have announced that they are planning on shutting down Heathrow Airport by like launching a bunch of drones up in the air. Like,
oh yeah, I
the
remember
airport.
that. Yeah,
no, this is new. They're doing it again.
Oh, they're doing it again.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like a year ago.
It was like a year ago.
Yeah.
They put up one drone and they kept putting it up.
Yeah, they kept.
No. They're talking about they're gonna throw up like an army of drones.
Right. So like, don't get me wrong.
Like those are the fucking assholes.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. There are fucking people that are gonna do shit like that, but that's not the majority. Just like in most cases. Once again, don't punish the many because you need to punish the few.
Yeah.
Just figure out a different way to punish the few.
That's exactly like when it feels like every time in the past when I would get a new job, I would talk to the people and they'd be like, oh yeah, we used to have really great discounts. And I'm like, how come everybody always had great discounts before I got to the job? Right? But every time it was like, oh, this one guy or this one girl was doing this with the discount and then like they took it away from everybody. And like at Circuit City, there used to be a great discount before I started there.
Right.
Who's thought of Circuit City in the last decade? Yeah. There used to be a great discount before I started there.
Amazing one.
And then like I got there and they're like, yeah, no, you like kind of get a discount, like if the manager approves it and like only on certain things. And I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. And they're like, yeah, we had a great discount, but then like people were like buying shit and reselling it. And I was like, oh, okay, like. But it's like, it's not like people, like a bunch of the employees. It was like probably one or two people fucked it up for everybody else.
And you can always argue, like, yeah, well, I mean, just to be fair, you make it for everybody, and then nobody's saying, oh, you're picking and choosing. No, if you're being a dick, you get punished. Period. Like, if you're a child and you have a sibling and you punch your sibling, but the sibling didn't punch you, you're gonna get in trouble because you're the dick. You're the asshole not following the fucking rules.
Like both kids don't have to go to their rooms.
Yeah,
just
but
one kid.
I'm gonna be like, you go get a timeout and you go get a timeout. Why am I getting a timeout? Because you got punched. Go get a timeout.
Exactly.
Like
You were there. You saw it happen.
You saw it happen. You're a child.
You need
it's just yeah, you can argue like, oh, to be fair, you get to do it to everybody, but like that's not the answer. And so it's a shame. I think the rules and regulations are indeed ruining this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm almost certain right now there's plenty of people right now that are creating content with drones that don't have they haven't followed the law. I'm certain of it. But that's not the point. The point is the law is there, and it is making it harder for people who are concerned.
I'm in a Mavic owners group on Facebook. And
don't get me wrong. Can I not follow the law and just go fucking get some drone footage? Of course I can. But that isn't the point. The point is I am concerned about fucking the law coming after my ass and then not having the money to pay for whatever fine they're going to
every time someone asks, like, oh, like, my friend asked me to do, like, drone footage of his wedding, what like, is a fair thing to charge him? And literally, people's responses are, if you don't have a Part 107, you can't. I was like, damn. Like, there's like, built into them now. Like, they're just, that's their response. And I get, like, it's a group, and, like, if anyone, like, promotes the charging of it, like, I get that there could be, like, repercussions and stuff, but it's just, like, really weird. Like, maybe, like, what's the fastest you can go on a highway? But, like, whatever the speed limit says.
I mean,
like, I can't tell you to go faster,
right?
Because I might get in trouble. Like, no, that's not. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions.
I mean, yeah, you can make your own decision. It's just people are saying, like, just so you're aware, Part 107 is a thing, and you have to have it. And if you get caught, Jesus, I can only imagine what I mean.
People, they've apparently been fining, and people have been getting fined up to like $9 million.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It depends. I mean, I imagine that it depends on what the scope of the situation is.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a rough. I mean, like, the government's gonna get their money. They're gonna get their money. I'm not worried about them. Yeah. They're gonna be like, just because you made me had to come out here and file this paperwork.
They're gonna fuck you real hard just because. Just because you
I had a day off, motherfucker. It's on.
Like, you made my boss get me on my day off to come to your ass. You're fucked. It's so hard.
Like, it's really, really silly. There's all sorts of additional rules now. You can't fly. You just flat out cannot fly anywhere near an airport. Like, before it was like, you got to, like, keep it to a certain height. Now they're like, no. Flat out no. Yeah. Unless you, like, go to specific places that are, like, clubs. Yeah. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Crazy,
I'm like, if I'm in the middle, that's why, like, when I was at the like last year before all the new rules, because there's literally been 3 sets of new rules since last year at the track, and I actually didn't realize they were like an emergency landing airport, and I took it up. I took a few shots, and I mean, like, I went as high as the trees.
Yeah, I mean, you just literally were just above the trees.
And I'm very
just
much
so that way you didn't hit the fucking tree as you were flying.
And I'm very much of the mentality, like, if a plane is at this height,
something wrong.
The fucking drone is the least of its problems.
Yeah,
first
of all, that plane hits that drone like
there are trees.
First of all, that plane hits that drone, it's gonna hit it from the bottom. And it's just going to destroy that drone. Nothing's going to happen to that plane. We should be concerned about what's happening with the plane.
There are other
that
things.
Low,
there are
that
other
it's
concerns.
Near a tree.
Like, I get if it's a emergency landing, blah blah blah. But, like, even if it's an emergency landing, the drone's not getting in its way.
No.
Like,
no.
Like, if I had an Inspire, that could, like, take out a window.
Yeah, but that's like, at the end of the day, like, assuming that you're flying it that high. But if you're just above the tree level. Yeah, it could take out but that motherfucker's hitting the tree. If it's
there are other issues at hand.
There's other issues at hand.
But, so like, I get, like, I don't know. It blew my mind. I'm like, if the plane is low enough for my drone to be at a window level, it's hitting a tree and they're all going to die.
100%.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bringer of bearing bad news.
It's going to be just I mean, if they're not going to die, it's just going to be a very bad day for everybody.
Yeah, so. It's like, and I get the concerns. I understand the
There's
concerns.
always-
Like especially with like smaller like prop planes, stuff like that. Like you
No,
hit
I
the propeller,
completely-
it's fucking game over.
No, I
Like,
completely
they're-
once again, I understand the legitimate concerns.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean punish everybody.
But we're going over above and beyond, and we were for a long time. You and me both were like, "Why are the rules so ridiculous?" And they keep getting more ridiculous. And then we found out that it's because they're afraid that China's getting, I don't know,
Well, that's their-
high definition footage of shit.
That's their answer.
Like-
You know.
I mean, unless it's got its own fucking 3G modem,
I know, right?
it ain't sending shit because
It
my
ain't
phone
sending
my
shit.
phone is not online,
Right. Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
and my phone doesn't have enough
Yeah,
storage to even
we
cache the
literally
footage.
literally use offline devices to connect to.
Yeah, to avoid interference because
Yeah, exactly.
mobile data and Wi-Fi. Why would I want both
Yeah,
running?
exactly. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's fucking afraid of China. China's. I'm very much like I'm just gonna learn Chinese. I'm just gonna learn Chinese. They're gonna come get their money.
Red Dawn's happening. Red Dawn.
They're gonna get their money because we owed them a lot of money.
All right, so before we finish off the podcast,
Before he finishes my hat.
I want to talk about Overwatch.
Okay.
So what do you think so far
Roku.
of 222, Roku,
Love
beta?
Roku. Love Roku. I'm a little salty that it's like a public beta. You know, I feel
It
like
is a public beta,
They
so-
ran the beta. What I'm really salty about, like real talk,
Yeah.
is that every fucking body wants to play Sigma, and not everybody's good at them.
See,
That
so that's
really
so
upsets
that's
me.
the biggest. I've noticed that's the biggest problem.
Like, how are you gonna bring
Well,
him out
222
and not have
Right.
him locked for the
The
first
problem,
week?
the biggest problem right now, I think, with 222 is they really have to figure out who actually belongs in the ratings they're saying that to you. Because, like, I've queued up with silver as a gold, and I'm not low gold. So I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Oh, interesting. So like you queue up like your high gold heels,
yeah, I'm high gold
and you
heels.
queue up silks.
I've had silvers.
Huh?
And I'm sitting there and I'm
Maybe
like,
they're grouped up.
but that's fine, and I understand that. But Blizzard, if they group up, then make that gold go down to silver and have one gold with a bunch of silvers, because if that's what they're choosing to do. But if I'm not grouped up, I want to be with golds, and I don't want to rely on
see
a
what you're saying.
silver
I see what you're saying.
to screw me over. So that's right now my biggest concern and issue is that. And then, of course, you know, when you're queued up with people like that, they tend to, unfortunately, not do that great. So they end up,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. A lot of times, I'm dude, and the SR rating system we realize is way weird.
Which is funny because it wasn't happening this morning to me. I was being a badass again, but I wasn't getting the, like, 40 points to...
dude, I lost. I swear to you, I lost 70 in one.
Jesus. So their shit's really off.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I was in 17 something. Like, I knew I was at 17 something before we lost the game. I was at 1644.
Holy shit.
And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it could be the beta. Once again, it is beta, so I don't think any of this really counts.
I mean, it's a video game. None of it fucking counts. I don't give a
Well,
shit.
yeah,
But,
but
like-
I'm just saying,
like-
in the actual perspective, even if it is just a video game, I don't think the actual
like overall to like competitive.
Yeah, I don't think it counts. I think once it's out of beta,
Yeah.
well, these are so right now. These are really like what people have been saying is that they're soft ratings. They're not like concrete where you're rated at and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
it's weird. It's weird. Like, I go through. I had a match last night. It was really silly. I played Sim the first round. I didn't have like gold or silver or anything, but like I very practically, I don't really care. Like I could be heals, I could be fucking tank or damage. I don't care who has gold or as long as we win. I am here for the W.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't give a shit
well,
about
that's
who has
the
what.
thing. Like when I'm playing Sim, like let's say I'm bronze everything. Yeah, but if I see that my shield's blocked off 6,000 damage, worth it. Oh, I see that 40 times my portal was used to cut down travel time, worth it. Like
Yeah, no,
even if I was just bronze on everything else.
So I'm sitting there and I didn't have any gold or silver or anything, and the other DPS was like, "What's gold damage? What's silver damage?" And I was like, "I don't have gold or silver." He's like, so you're not pulling your weight, and I was like, do you need to be carried? Because now you're all putting this on me, and apparently I'm the only DPS. All right, cool. So I switched to Junkrat. I fucking decimated. I got gold damage, gold elims, gold objective elims. I kept that for the next 2 rounds, and we still lost. And I was like, is it still my fault? Like, at some point, like if you need, if you
this
need
morning,
me to carry.
Oh, this morning we were just about to lose. They pushed hard up to the point that we got to, but somehow we held back, and they kept blaming DPS for this Ashe always getting her ultimate and picking off the healers, and I'm like,
where are the shields?
well, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, that's great. So you guys know that the Ashe is there, okay? I died to Ashe once, but we also have to get through their shields, and they have 2 shields, and I'm junked. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to focus on the one Ashe or go after everybody else that's in front of us by breaking down the shields and throwing my bombs over there so I can kill their healers, tanks, and move our load? Which one's more preferable? Like, I guess she's picking us off here and there, and she keeps getting Bob, but like, and so they're blaming DPS, and I'm like, all right, that's it. So when it was their turn to move the payload, they got close, but I was like, fuck it, I'll pay attention to Ashe. And I was like, she still kept picking off here and there, but I decimated everybody. I'm like, so is it still DPS problem issue that you guys fucking like kept doing shit wrong? Like, no. Like, even one of the guys, like, at the end, before I left to hear their talking, like, he's like, it wasn't their fault. And that's what I saw right before, and I'm guessing they had maybe some more conversation. I'm like, no, obviously it wasn't.
It's very much because you can't alternate, and that's kind of the only drawback
Right,
I'm
'cause you
seeing.
can't- right.
You can't switch roles.
Yeah.
And there have been situations where I'm sitting here, like Blizzard World, the last push,
Yeah.
that room,
Yeah.
as Diva, I can hold that solo.
Right.
Our Diva couldn't even get to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, how? How do you not get to it? So like I'm DPS and
You're stuck.
I got killed and I'm like, Diva, hold it, and he didn't even get to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you not, like, I'm like, you're Diva, you can deflect, you have mad damage.
Right.
You then have a second chance.
Right.
And then you're smaller and
No,
you can
yeah,
juke.
yeah. Well, that's the problem is there is that moment where you're like, shit, I wish I could switch to like a tank or a healer, because that's the problem.
When
Like,
I'm seeing no boots from Lucio on Lighthouse, I'm just like,
well, that's the
like-
thing. Like, I never call anybody out. If I feel like there's an issue, that's fine. But like, I won't call them out. I'll just be like, fuck it. Like, they're playing as good as they're gonna play. Like, me calling them out doesn't change how well they're gonna play.
right.
But then I'm sitting there, I'm like, and you're willing, like, then they start talking shit about you, and you're like, really, homie? Really? Like, and I honestly, a lot of time I want to reply would be like, why don't you, there's this thing called replay now. Go ahead and replay the whole thing and watch me.
Yeah.
And then you come back and send me a message and let me know if you think you were still right.
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here. So there is a problem where it's like, I feel like it's good overall. I think it's still good. I think they just have to figure out this rating system and who's where. Because, like, I don't understand, man. I pull my weight every time as DPS. I don't belong in, well, right now I'm 1860 in silver. I'm like, nah, I'm definitely playing better than that as a DPS. But, like, I'm stuck with these assholes that, like, look, we literally had a tank. We won. We ended up winning because we went ham, and he was just sitting on the point and, like, just spinning on purpose. He was playing on Ryan. He was just spinning, holding the shield up and just, like, doing a fast spin, like, where he's just moving his mouse. Literally. He was literally dropping the ball. Like, he wanted it purposely. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, we still won because we took them all out, but I'm like, I have to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm stuck.
Yeah. It sucks.
So...
It
But
sucks.
We'll see. Hopefully
Yeah.
they fix their rating. Like I said, this is soft right now, soft rating. So
We gotta get. I think if we get a healer,
we need at least 2 more people.
if we get a healer and a tank.
Yeah, yeah. Because then all we have to rely on, then, like, let's say we're playing as a DPS, then all we have to rely on is getting another healer and tank at random.
Right.
And even if they're not good,
I think
if they're decent
I
but
think-
not like good,
Contrary to last week's conversation where somebody said that if you are a good enough DPS, you can carry through 2,500. solo. You can solo
But
carry.
I disagree with that.
I'm like, that's bullshit.
No.
But I think with 4 people, you
with
can absolutely
4 people, you could carry
100%.
as long as the other 2 are just not doing anything.
Yeah, as long as they're not like feeding,
Yeah.
like just like blatantly
Yeah,
throwing.
throwing the game. Like if they're actually at least, like let's say somebody's playing a Moira that's not really that great, if they know how to at least throw a fucking heal orb towards the group and hit left click, that's all I give a shit.
Right.
Even if they don't realize like, oh, if I hold right click and recharge left click, by
I was getting, I was
somebody.
getting real salty because we had a brig and we had a problem with a wrecking ball, and I was doing my
Oh
best,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
I was
kept
there.
it,
Yeah,
I
you
kept-
said because you at the end of the match, you're like, I shouldn't have to be a Mei
while we also have a brig.
while we also have a break.
Like you don't need 2 people to counter 1.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
And like the game I played earlier was also actually on Blizzard World. I went as Reaper. I pulled both healers
Right.
and a Hanzo in the side room.
Yeah.
We never pushed.
Oh, I know.
I solo 3 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if I don't win, as I realistically shouldn't win against 2 healers and a DPS.
Right. You
How
should
do we not
just
move?
push it.
How
They're
do we not
there.
move past
Yeah.
the choke?
Yeah, like
They have no
back.
healers. Just go. Like,
That's
and, but our fucking Orisa was just hanging out at the choke.
I've had
Like we all pushed and the Orisa was at the back.
I've
And
had
I'm like, that's
scenarios
not how
like that
works.
so many times this morning where I was like, I just killed 3 people. Why are we still not like we're still all up? I killed 3 people. That means there's only what 2 or 3 left. I forgot. Is it 5 or 6?
6.
I'm like, why aren't we past them? Why are we not past this point? Like, if 2 are done and I'm down, that means it's 5 to fucking 3. We should be decimating. We should be past like, but for some reason we weren't. And I'm like,
I don't get
what
it.
is that? Are you guys not doing anything?
I don't
Like,
get
are you?
I don't get it.
What are you just running around? Like, like, are you aiming
I
at
think-
the
yeah.
wall and like? It's just,
I think
it's weird
people are trying. Like I don't know. I think there are a lot of people that don't play as aggressively as they should, especially in the silver.
shit. Yeah.
Especially in silver, there's not enough people to play aggressively.
Yeah.
Sucks because now I got to climb my way back up to 1800 and
New gold
and
is
DPS.
aggressive, especially at 2400.
I have no problem with gold being aggressive, dude. When I before in the old ranking system, I got myself to 2300 in solo queue of all fucking things, and I fucking was killing it.
Yeah.
I got to 2300, and then you know you queue up and you get throwers, you queue up and you
Oh,
get
yeah.
levers, and
Yeah.
you know all this shit. And it's
That's
like,
the
fuck.
worst. We had one guy. I don't know if you were in the.
That's still going.
Yeah.
Cool.
We had one guy. I don't know if you were in the. I don't think you were, but we were playing. He was playing Fist. He got mad that the other team, one of the other guys, I forgot what he was playing. It could have been a McCree or something, and he kept getting shut down on Fist. And literally towards the last 2 minutes of the game, we could have won. It was 1-1. It was takeover point. It was 1-1. We could have won. He got mad. Two
Rage
minutes
quit.
left. He flat out multiple times, like 5 to 6 times in chat, said the N word, and he left. I mean, obviously, I reported his ass and
Right.
all that shit, but I'm just like, and this is, and I straight up, I to everybody, I'm like, and this is why I'm stuck here.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? You can't get around that.
I can't get around. I just lost
Yep.
SR because that dumb motherfucker did that.
Yep. Yeah.
Stupid.
Silly.
Stupid.
But that's gonna be it for this one. This is episode 49 of the Tangents Podcast. We should do something special next week. It's the 50th episode.
50th episode.
50th episode. We'll have to figure something out. Check us out next week. Check this out on the Tangents channel on YouTube. Also available on all podcast platforms that matter. Google Podcasts, iTunes, Apple Podcasts.
I mean, like all
Stitcher.
podcasts.
No, there's like 40.
Oh.
There are so many.
All the ones that matter.
Yeah, we're on Stitcher, etc., etc. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I don't know who's still on, but thank you.
Somebody's
for hanging out.
on.
Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.